this is Manjusha Radhakrishnan from Gulf News Tabloid, and I'm in conversation with former Miss Universe Sushmita Sen. She needs no introduction. She lives life on her own terms. So over to you. She's the face of Danube, by the way, and we also have Rizwan Sajan with us. You need to tell us, you have chosen a fantastic articulate brand ambassador. I think she's doing all the selling for you today. Aww. So how is it going? I mean, and why did you choose her?
Absolutely. She's a fantastic person, most charming person which one can think of as having in a brand ambassador. Very warm person, very friendly person, a person when you meet her first time.
I gave him the script before. I said
swear,
things we must cover.
This is coming from the heart. I mean, she is an adorable, lovely person.
Excellent. Oh, that's so great to hear. And Sushmita, you have
this bond and this
yes.
wonderful endorsement was a long time coming.
Right.
It's like almost 2 years. That, like I was saying in the press conference, just for some reason or the other, there was always a hiccup and it didn't happen. And there we were. Once we met, he gave his word and then he honored it. I was on board without thinking about it twice because reputations precede people. And as much as everyone wants to stay in the nascent stages of anything, including staying young, the fact is your reputation is built over years. That is one of the things that was so easy. And just meeting him.
Right.
Very straightforward, very direct, loves what he does, and his relationship with his subordinates and just the entirety.
Right.
They're all on first name basis.
Okay.
I love this.
If I had $1 million to spare, I would be putting my money on this, but I'm just kidding. $1 million to spare. Journalists are generally not very rich, so
yes. Okay, sorry.
Excellent. So you have lived life on your own terms, and life gave yes. And I saw the commercial. It had a strand from your Miss Universe answers. I don't know if you remember it. You said that there's always two different parts of you. One for the public.
No, I know. When the script came to me, I actually jumped and I said, did they actually use this line from a Miss Universe competition?
And it was like I was going back to 1994.
Back in the day, when I gave that answer, my mom said she cringed in the seat thinking, what is she doing? Why is she saying that? But I think I just like it. People like the truth. And most people understand that is a fact. So, yeah, the two faces. One for yourself and one for
So what are your two faces? Tell us what you're presenting right now. Is that for the public? And what's the private Sushmita like?
I'm basically very not politically correct, as you know by now, and I'm not very Barbie-like. I'm very real.
Yes.
And that, thankfully, I have to give credit to my children. They've kept me real. And as far as the two faces, it's more like you will always see the happier me in front of the cameras. I can have a not so happy me if I'm having a bad day, and I try my level best not to share it because the whole idea is to elevate the spirits of people. But at no point should you forget that I'm a human being. Right. So definitely had the other side.
Yeah, but these days it's good to be a celebrity because people are okay with showing the what's and all. Like they're talking about body embracing, body positivity, mental health issues. So do you think it's a good time for a woman, to be in the public eye?
I think it's a good time for people in general, not just women, because what happens is, if you look at the boom of the social media, there were celebrities and public figures, and then there was, so to speak, the common man, who was faceless. That's not the case anymore. Everyone's got a camera, very much like that. Everyone's taking their own selfie and telling their own story. Everyone has a celebrity status of their own, which is out there. So this is a great time for people to tell their truth because the whole world is listening. My only request is to say it gracefully, because you are going to affect the sensitivity of a lot of people. That unfortunately is not happening. There's a lot of bullying on social media.
Faceless figures.
Faceless figures and anonymous doing the talking. Other than that, I think it's a beautiful time to tell your truth and to do it irrespective of whether you're a man or woman or a celebrity or a couple.
Right, and you have lived life on your own terms. You became a single mom. Actually went to the court to get your, fought for your second daughter, etc. So when you look back, do you think it was all an adventure, like you said in your, I think that was also Miss Universe? I've seen the videos way too much.
Oh, adventure. Oh, yes.
Your
second
answer.
question. That's right.
The second question was like you want to spend time
Jesus,
with your children.
I hope we're not troubling you with this because we're going back in time.
No, I'm enjoying the interview so much. Like,
It's like a pop cultural consciousness. It's there.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
etched in.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it
I
is
should write
there.
that down.
Yeah, it's
For my
it's in-
book. Yeah, life's been an adventure, period. And the only thing that, you touch wood sometimes and say, I made a choice a long time ago to be true to who I am and not get lost under the debris of what expectations look like. ये बोलूँगी तो तालियां पड़ेंगी, वो बोलूँगी तो बुरा लगेगा. When you design your life according to general opinion, you become general. I'm very specific. I'm a
Got it.
person.
Well done. Well done.
And I have choices.
I want to add on this a little
Yes.
bit. If you really look at Sushmita Sen, what did she not have that particular age? This show, that particular show. But she did exactly what she wanted to do. She decided, okay, these are the movies I'm going to do. बस इतना ही काम करना है. ये करना है, नहीं करना है. But like when you enter that fame, you want to have, you want to be famous, you want to be interviewed everywhere, you want to be seen everywhere, you want to do that.
Very true.
ये अपना family life, she's so happy and contented with what she has.
But I do want to add here that I'm very blessed. This I cannot take away. You can live life on your own terms and you can't put conditions to it.
Yeah.
For example, I may have chosen not to be defined by a Friday. कौन सी film release हुई? How much business did it do in the box office? You can be defined by that. I just wanted to have a life greater than that and be able to do work and of course be standing on my feet and not just give up on everything, but do it differently. It is at moments like this that being the face of a company like Danube and Mr. Rizwan saying, I want you as my brand ambassador, solidifies the fact that it's one thing to live your life on your own terms, but it's a wonderful blessing to have people appreciate that and make you a part of their journey.
Right.
Because I'm sure that given his line of business and an endorser, he could very well be thinking exactly like the rest of the world thinks. Let's go with who's in this Friday.
Right. Right.
And that's definitely not me. So I think you always find people who are like-minded and people who walk the same path.
Right.
His happens to be a story that I'm very fascinated with.
Right, he's also self-made, like you were saying. So are you. Like you were 19.
And he doesn't give up easily. See, that's another thing I
Resilience,
love.
is it? Uh-huh.
Because I read this. He has never told me this himself, but I read this. That in 1990, when he was still in Kuwait and the invasion happened, he lost everything. Everything. And then to come and to start again from scratch and to be, other than the millions you heard and the number of units they've delivered and the projects and just the verticals of the businesses under that, he gets announced the 12th out of the 100 leading leaders from India in the UAE in Forbes. Yeah. And his line is, if I lose it all tomorrow again, I know I'll get back to work. So I don't take any of it for granted. I don't know too many billionaires who know
how to do that.
How to do that.
Get back up.
His factory gets burned and he says, never mind, we start again. Every human being, every company, every story will have its setbacks, its challenges. How you come back defines who you are. To me, that's a huge connecting factor with
Right.
and Danube.
Has your low points also defined who you are right
Absolutely.
now? Is that what
it's
kind
not
of
the
like
low
makes...
points that have. It's what I did about them that have.
Right.
And low points have been fantastic when I look back. Because sometimes, you procrastinate. And a low point gives you the much needed jerk and says, come on, get up. What are you doing?
Absolutely.
And I always say this to even my kids. The better you can have the highest opinion of yourself. I'm very courageous. I'm very smart. I can do anything. But you really know yourself only when a crisis hits. Who are you really? At that point, you're either the hero or the coward that ran the other way.
Okay.
So until that happens, you really don't know.
So are your children your greatest leveler?
Definitely strongest levelers. My greatest leveler is God. There's no two ways about it. The relationship I have with the belief I have. If I want something, I only ask him or her. And then I say, in your own time, koi jaldi nahi hai. You know, whenever you're ready for this, but ye chahiye mujhe.
Right.
So,
but Sushmita, why did you stay away from the world of Bollywood? I know you're not very keen about the numbers. Perhaps why? You know, what about TV production? Why is it that you stayed away? Were you a misfit? Because
well,
you have it all, and I'm like, you're the complete package. So where's the question of losing out? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but to be fair, the film industry has given me the most important thing, other than the money and the fame and all of that. The truck drivers in my country know me because of it. It has reached me to an audience that a Miss Universe crown didn't in my own country. And now the global world, of course. But, you know, love, there comes a time which you have to be a single mother and you have to be me to understand that. There comes a time when the roles you're looking at, other actresses are doing because they need to stay in the game. It's a factory outlet. You must keep doing it. Visibility matters. How many films a year matters. I realized I was giving up 6 months, 1 year of my life, waiting for a hero to arrive on the set when my children are waiting alone at home. I can do that. That's not good investment of my time. Let's use that famous word of your friend. So I chose what to invest in. And I decided the first step, the first day in school, these are things that are not coming back. A film, I will do it. That's where confidence lies. If I want to get back up, I'll do it. It's a different story that when it comes to that, you're looking at the scripts and going, really? That's the film they're offering me? No, I don't want it.
Okay.
And I will do a film that you're very proud of. But like all good things, this is the hardest part, is to get to a place where you being stubborn, happily stubborn, will add up to a film that I can finally do for you and then take a bow.
Right. And what will your autobiography be called? I'm so intrigued by the book. She says she's going to start.
I'm going to. I've got 2 beautiful publishing houses.
Thank you. All right. Okay, thank you. Yes.
I've got 2 beautiful publishing houses that have given me a wonderful offer to write a book. So I said I will not have ghost writing done. I will write myself.
Thank you. Because you have such a wonderful voice, you must write. I'm sure the vocabulary is
yeah, vocabulary. I want a book that people can feel rather than be blown away by language, you know.
Right.
So, yeah.
But will it be real? I mean, that's the whole book. There are a lot of celebrities writing books these days. It's the in thing to do, I suppose. You could say that, but how would you
the whole purpose for me writing a book ever would be to not glorify my life because I'm living it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me to put it down. But I do feel that a lot of my life is very sublimely connected to a greater good that can help people understand things better. In his case, when I read his interviews, I just think, for nothing else, you read an interview like that and you feel inspired. This is how I'd like to do business, or this is how I'd like to have interconnected, human relationships.
Right.
I want a book that inspires lives to think greater, to be better, to be an individual, and to have enough strength to find it in themselves, to not get bogged down by anything that takes away that one opportunity, that one shot at life they have.
Right.
Which is to be themselves, to be alive in every possible way.
And what would you tell your 18-year-old self or 19-year-old self, because that was the turning point?
18.
18.
The internet has such wrong information.
Is it? It's not 19?
It's not 19 at all.
Okay,
it's 18.
Yeah, let's throw it out there. It's 19, 18. 18.
I was 18.
Yeah.
What would I tell her?
Yeah. What would you tell your 18-year-old self
today?
With all the, the information resources you've gathered over the years.
Lots going to happen. A lot is going to happen. But the one thing you should know at 18 is you will always be true to the name your father gave you. You will still be smiling. Through it all.
Right, and in Philippines there's more than like 5 of them.
No. Those were the 5 that came on Jessica's show.
Yeah, that's right. And
there's at least 1,000 little kids who are 23 years old.
That's when you know you have truly arrived.
That's when you know that love has no boundaries. It doesn't matter. Their last names are like, let's say, Gonzalez. So it's not Sushmita Gonzalez. It's Sushmita Sen Gonzalez. So I was just like, wow, and all of them had the full name.
Right, right. So it felt good to
Felt good is
actually.
an
My
understatement.
secretary, she's such a big fan of hers, and I told her, you come here to take the picture. So she took the picture and started crying.
Trying all.
Very
Oh my
special.
God,
I
seriously,
finally
you
met
could
her.
see the
Yeah.
real tears on her that she took the picture with Sushmita.
All right. Oh, okay, brilliant. This is my last question because I've been asked to wrap up. 5 things you like to do in Dubai. You're not a stranger to Dubai.
And not at
Not at
all.
I love all your stand poses in front of the Burj Khalifa.
You saw that?
Yes.
That's outside my home actually.
Oh,
I
it's
just stood at the
beautiful
parking
there.
lot.
I was
on
like,
the
what a
beach.
lovely view. Yes.
I love visuals.
Yeah.
I love water.
Uh-huh.
I love high rises. When I had nothing as in I was 18 and sitting in front of Haji Ali in Bombay on the pavement, I'd been told very innocently by my cousin, very powerful Dargah, they say anything you ask for, he gives you. That was it everyday maskar. Sitting there and praying like, I'll learn a rakat of namaz, I will learn this, I will come and pray. I just have to get to this competition, Miss Universe. I know India has never won, but I must come back respectfully, whatever that means. You make that happen. Then after 4 days of doing this prayer, I got bored of my own prayer. Kitna mangoge ki cheez, right? So then I started escalating. So this is Mumbai. That's a high-rise building. So ya zameen, ya asmaan. So someday, give me either the land or give me the penthouse.
You have both now.
Yeah, can you imagine? and that pretty much to me is Dubai. It has the waters, it has the high rises, the view that is so spectacular, the warmth of so many different cultures that I feel like I'm at home. Also in India, I also feel like I'm in the Philippines also because the population is enormous. I meet friends from New York. I've so many friends from Pakistan, from different cities. I feel like this is a place where everyone comes to party. Like everyone's just here to enjoy the best food, the best nightlife, the best shopping.
Of course,
girl
tell me
has to
about
be
it.
forgiven her
And
desire.
your
for
retail
this.
therapy.
Retail therapy from around the world. So you want European fashion, American fashion, it's all here.
Absolutely.
And the art and culture. There's some great initiatives of seminars happening here all the time. And just loved people and Danube is here. So now it's home.
Excellent. Thank you so much, both
Thank
of
you,
you, for
thank
your
you.
time. Such a pleasure.
Your questions have been
always
really
nice.
good.
You know,
Honestly, you have been
Oh,
excellent,
thank you,
excellent.
Mr. Rizwan. You're so
Like
lovely.
I also meet a lot of people who come and
She
ask
is
me
an
questions.
absolute darling.
The questions you asked are something spot on.
And you should read her emails. She writes the most beautiful emails.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind. Thank you.
Yes, I have to give her a hug first. You're